So good afternoon, everyone. Okay, yeah, I hope I am audible to you now. And I think last class, I think we discussed until microscopes, right? The compound microscope and single microscope, their angular magnification or the magnifying power. Okay, so आपको you have to remember the formula, simple angular magnification का in the case of microscope. You will have to remember the formula, and from that formula you have to apply things ultimately. Okay. So that lens is ultimately a combination of lenses. It is ultimately a combination of lens, two lenses. Okay, two convex lens in that case. Okay, so yeah. Now we'll go into the part. This part called a telescope. Okay, we'll go into the telescope. Now there is a doubt here before I go into that. When do we use the formula with and without assumptions? It depends on the questions, right? Agar question mein, if the tube length is not given and the image distance and object distance are given, then go with without assumption. But if the object distance is not mentioned and only the tube length is mentioned, then you have to go for the formula with assumption. Then you have to differentiate there. Okay? It all depends on the given information. The accurate one will be to go for without assumptions. But wherever it's not possible, you have to go with assumptions. Okay? It depends on problems from case to case. Okay. So we discussed about microscope. In question, tube length was given without U, but still had to use without assumption. If you use without assumption, then there should be some other information, right? U might not be given, but there might be other way to find out U, right? Then you have a way to find out U, right? This मतलब U is given actually speaking, right? But when there is no way to find out U, then you have to go with this formula. Okay. So we'll now go into the telescope part. Okay. So before I go into telescope, let's just look at this. Let me take a convex lens, as a convex lens. Now, if there are rays parallel to, there are parallel rays. Okay, which rays? Parallel rays. Suppose this is a principal axis. Now, if the rays are parallel, but they are parallel to each other, but not parallel to principal axis. समझ आया ना? देखो, if you look at these two incident rays, they are parallel. They are indeed parallel, but they are not parallel to principal axis. So, in this case, what will happen? What will happen in this case? Anyone? What can happen in this case? So, image will be formed true. Then where is the image formed? Where is the image formed? And will the image formed be a point object or point image or an image with a particular size? Will it be a point image or कुछ size होगा उसका? It will have some size, right? So the image will be formed at the focus. So let's suppose this is the image. Then the other ray, okay, the ray here will go in this way, right? So look at the rays. These are the rays. Okay. समझ आया ना? So this is the image. यहाँ पे this is the image. So whenever you have parallel rays, when they need not be parallel to principal axis, they just have to be parallel to each other. So when they are parallel to each other, the image will be formed at the focus. कहाँ पे? At the focus. It will be a point image. It will be a point image when the rays are what? When the rays are, कैसे? It will be a point image when the rays are parallel to principal axis also. If it is not, then you'll get an image of some size. Okay? अब देखो, how do you find out the size of the image then? कैसे? Let's suppose if this angle is theta यहाँ पे, then this angle, ये angle कितना होगा? How much will this angle be? How much will it be? ये भी angle theta ही होगा ना? Even this angle will be theta. Right? Now, optical center से लेकर focus तक the distance is focal length. So from this, can you get the height of the image? If I call it as h. H upon f is equal to tan theta, right? H upon the focal length is equal to tan theta, which is almost equal to theta for small angles, and from there you should get the answer, right? उससे मिल जाएगा आपको. Clear? Okay. Sorry, just a minute. Question है कि even if the object is a point, we'll get a large sized object. Large size मतलब वो भी size actually कम ही होगा. It will be less itself, not much different. Okay. थोड़ा size होगा, I agree. ठीक है. But ultimately it all depends on the incident rays. Incident rays parallel मतलब you'll get this. ठीक है. How to solve if we have combination of different lengths? If you have combination of different lengths, क्या हो जाएगा? Image of first lens will be object for second lens. Image of second lens will be object for third lens, right? So you have to go in that order. कभी भी. You have to properly consider the distance with proper signs and then do it. We'll go into that. रुको. We'll first complete telescope. We'll complete telescope. Okay, so this is the case when you have infinite rays. Now, obviously, why do we use a telescope? Telescope कौन सा केस में यूज करेंगे? To look at distant objects. Telescope is used for to look at distant objects जो काफी दूर होगा. If they are very far away, objects are very far away. So the incident rays reaching the earth or reaching us, will they be almost parallel? Reaching the telescope, I'll just call them as telescope, will almost be parallel. Again, got it? Yeah. So they'll almost be parallel. Parallel even for us, या telescope के लिए कैसे भी ले लो. The rays reaching the surface of Earth, those will be parallel. ठीक है? समझ आ रहे ना? Because they are very far away. Because they are very far away. Now telescope में again you'll have two lens, okay? दो lens होंगे telescope में. Just a minute. एक मिनट रुको. Let me draw the ray diagram then. It's better that I'll draw the ray diagram. देखो, then in telescope can we magnify the image? You'll understand. Let me go into the ray diagram, then you'll understand. So in telescope, first, let's suppose you have a lens. First lenses. Okay? We'll make use of a convex lens. We'll be talking about a simple telescope. So let's make use of a sec lens. Okay? Now we have some parallel rays coming from infinity. Okay? Again, they are coming from far away, so they will be parallel. आपको parallel लिखाना होगा उनके इसमें. So if this is your object, if somewhere here, let's suppose कहीं भी लेते. Let's suppose here we have the image. ठीक है? इसका मतलब ray will be in this. So those are the two rays. Okay, two rays coming from. Let me 1 minute. Let me make it simple. यहाँ रखो. Let me draw the diagram next minute. So यहाँ देखो first of all. So there are two rays coming from very far away, so they will be parallel. Incident rays, they are coming from very far. मतलब infinity. Object at infinity मतलब क्या हो जाएगा? The rays will be parallel. Right? Discuss किया हमने. Rays are parallel मतलब object at infinity. Right? Here they are very far away, so we'll assume it to be almost parallel. Now देखो, those two rays are coming from infinity. They will undergo diffraction, and here is the object. So the image. Here is the image. Let's call it as A dash, B dash. A, B is at infinity. So this is A dash, B dash. Okay. Now we'll make use of another lens again. हमें एक और lens use करेंगे. We'll make use of another lens here. So let me draw that lens. Okay. Now what happens? अब देखो, this second lens यहाँ पे. So first of all मुझे बताओ which is the objective now, the left one or the right one? Which lens will be the objective? The left one or the right one? Obviously here this would be the objective, the left one which is facing the object, the incoming rays, and here this will be the eyepiece. Now here eyepiece for us will act as a simple microscope. कैसे? It will act as what? It will act as a simple microscope. In the case, I mean it's like a magnifying glass. So in that case, यहाँ पे जो A dash B dash will be the object for eyepiece. A dash B dash will be the object for eyepiece, and A dash B dash should be between the optical center of the eyepiece and the focus of the eyepiece. Yes or no? For it to act as a simple microscope, this is how it should be. Right, and इसी case में वो जो image मिलेगा, what will the image be? Image will be, मान लो यहाँ पे, let's suppose I'll just go with this. Let's suppose this is the image. So it will be magnified and then virtual also. मतलब inverted and virtual, right? It's if you look at it, it's inverted and virtual. Let's say inverted and virtual. So if I draw the rays, from this you have to extend it, okay? Got it, right? So these are the rays. The meet at this point. ठीक है? समझ आ रहा है? रे डायग्राम समझ आ गया ना सबको? Let me call this as A double dash and B double dash. ठीक है? Now here, for us to be able to look at the image, okay. Now you might ask me, sir, why are we even using this telescope? Now when you look at distant objects, they normally will not be visible to us. Kyun? Why are they not visible to us? Because our eye detects the distance. Okay, I will not distance. I will define the height. Okay, basically height. Okay, so let me just go with a simple case. If this is the eye, मान लो ऐसा eyeball हो गया. Okay, suppose this is you'll have a lens there also, right? Now let's suppose if I take two objects here. Okay, let me take two objects here. One is this, the other is this. Now for us, object 1 and object 2. What happens is for us, if I look at these two objects at different distances, but the angles subtended by 1 and 2 are the same. Angles subtended by 1 and 2 are the same. What happens is the height of the object 1 and height of the object 2, which we see will be equal. The height of the image. Basically, we'll be looking at the image. Exactly speaking, an image will be formed on our retina, and the brain will process that image. Right. So if you look at 1 and 2, the objects 1 and 2, those images, okay, it undergoes refraction. I know, यहाँ पे refraction हो जाएगा. I'm not just considering that. I'm just going with a simple ray diagram. Okay, so, or else let me, if I want to draw the ray diagram also. Okay, so here 1 and 2 will be of the same height because they have subtend the same angle. Okay, so our goal here will be to increase the angle. क्या करना होगा हमें? To increase the angle. So here first of all, what is the angle made by the incoming rays? यहाँ पे if I call this as alpha, देखो यहाँ पे alpha. This is the angle made by the incoming rays. Yes or no? यही होगा ना? That's the angle made by the incoming rays. Let's suppose if I just make use of these two rays, if I just make use of these two rays, इससे तो कोई मतलब नहीं है. Let me if I just make use of these two rays, these two parallel rays, okay. Now if there is any observer here, for that observer, the angle subtended will be what? Angle subtended at his or her eyes, his or her eyes will be this alpha, right? The angle subtended would be alpha even when there was no telescope, when there is no lens, nothing else. So this is called as what? Angle subtended by or at the unaided eye. If you come across this, इसका मतलब ये होगा unaided eye, मतलब without any help. Normally अगर देखेंगे तो this would be the angle alpha. ठीक है? Now what is the angle subtended by the final image? क्या होगा? If I draw a ray diagram, ऐसे मान लो, it will have been something like this, okay? Just imagine. ठीक है? So यहाँ पे देखो, is this the angle subtended by the final image at the eye? हमारे लिए where will the eye be? Eye will be placed at the optical center of the eyepiece, right? So automatically final image का जो height angle subtended at the eye will be this angle. देखो ये दो yellow lines के बीच में जो angle होगा, that's the angle subtended, right? So here the angle subtended by the final image at the eye, is that equal to angle subtended by A dash B dash also? Angle subtended by A dash B dash or A double dash B double dash, is it the same? Same है क्या? Same है ना? Right. Now here first we'll go into the definition of angular magnification for this. Okay, इसमें the definition of angular magnification. So if I just make use of angular magnification, इसका definition क्या होगा? Now देखो definition of angular magnification for microscope and for telescope are different. So do not go for the same definition. ठीक है? So again normally symbol होगा m itself or the magnifying power. We also call it as magnifying power. The general symbol will be m itself. ठीक है? And that is equal to what? Angle subtended by final image upon angle subtended by the object for an unaided eye. Yes, got it. समझ आया ना? This is the angular magnification. This is the formula. आपको ये use करना होगा. ठीक है? Now here, if I call this angle, कौन सा angle? देखो यहाँ पे, if I call this angle as beta, कौन सा angle? Beta. Where look at where beta is. Beta कहाँ पे है? It is at the optical center of the eyepiece. Look at the optical center of eyepiece. That angle I have called it as beta. Now here, find angle subtended by the final image. Is it equal to beta? Yes. An angle subtended by the object for an unaided eye is alpha. जैसा हमने discuss किया already. So m here will be equal to beta upon alpha. Got it? Will be equal to beta upon. Yes. Now, again looking at the diagram, look at the diagram here. Let's suppose this is UE, the object distance for the eyepiece. Okay? Now, if there is no lens, eye कहाँ पे भी होने दो, the angle made by the rays will be the same. Lens को हटा दो. If there is no lens, you will have only the incident rays and the observer. That's it. That's why the angle will be alpha itself. Alpha होगा ना, there is no lens. Lens नहीं है तो why will the direction change? Direction doesn't change, right? यहाँ पे देखो direction is changing in this case. That's why you get beta. यहाँ पे if there is no lens, no telescope, why will the direction of the rays change? If they do not change, then the angle subtended will be alpha itself. Now look at this. Can I say that यहाँ पे looking at the diagram, tan beta is equal to h double dash upon VE, which is again equal to U h dash upon UE. Yes, now look at the triangle A dash B dash O. A dash B dash O. This angle is beta, this is h, and this itself will be of distance, object distance of eyepiece. So can I say that tan beta is equal to h dash upon UE? That implies beta is almost equal to h dash upon UE. Yes? समझ आया ना? ठीक है. I'll call this as mod of m. Why mod of m? You'll understand अभी के लिए रुको. Mod of m is equal to beta by alpha. We got beta. Now देखो. Again look at the left lens. Left lens में, if I look at this triangle, कौन सा triangle यहाँ पे? I'll just shade it with the green one. Look at this triangle, green wala triangle. So for this triangle, if I make use of this triangle, for that triangle, as a triangle one, let's call this as P. What is P A dash equal to? Is P A dash equal to the focal length of the objective? मतलब यहाँ पे ये जो distance है यहाँ से लेकर यहाँ तक, is that equal to focal length of the objective? Yes or no? कौन सा distance? ये वाला. Is that distance equal to f naught? Yes or no? Everyone, the incident rays are parallel. If they are parallel, the image formed will be at the focus. So the image A dash B dash is at the focus of the objective. So that distance will be equal to f naught. Yes? Then we have to understand each and every point properly. That's f naught. And A dash B dash is nothing but h. So look at the triangle. Look at the triangle. What will alpha be equal to? Can I say that tan alpha, which is almost equal to alpha, is equal to h dash upon f naught. Here I'm not taking any minus or minus signs. I'm just considering the magnitude parts. Yes, alpha will be equal to h dash upon f naught. समझ आया ना? We got beta, we got alpha. Now if I make use of both of them, beta and alpha, so beta is h dash upon ue and alpha is h dash upon f naught. Now what will this be equal to? Mod of m is equal to f naught upon ue. कोई दिक्कत नहीं. ठीक है, got it? Now I'm taking it as magnitude of angular magnification. So here angular magnification is negative or positive? Looking at the ray diagram, the ratio of beta by alpha will be negative or positive? Look at the angles and tell. Negative or positive? It is negative because why is it negative? देखो यहाँ पे alpha is upwards, so you can say alpha is in anti-clockwise sense, whereas beta will be in clockwise sense. देखो यहाँ पे alpha was upwards, so anti-clockwise या clockwise, right? Whereas beta is downward, so ये कौन सा? Anti-clockwise. Both of them are opposite, right? So alpha by beta का ratio, exactly speaking, it will be negative. So m is equal to minus f naught upon mod of ue. Okay? Or else let it, for us to be more particular, m is equal to minus of f naught upon ue का mod. मतलब वो negative होगा, it will be negative. ठीक है? Clear? Because alpha and beta are opposite. Got it? Yes. Now for normal adjustment. For normal adjustment. Normal adjustment का मतलब क्या होगा? What does normal adjustment mean? Normal adjustment, what will it be? Final image is at infinity. So UE in that case will be equal to what? Image at infinity मतलब object distance क्या होगा? Where should the image object UE मतलब object A dash B dash be placed for the eyepiece? मतलब कहाँ पे? At the focal length of eyepiece. In that case, the magnification will be equal to minus f naught upon गॉट इट? समझ आया ना सबको? Now, for near point adjustment, नहीं, सिंपल कॉम्पाउंड टेलीस्कोप ऐसा कुछ होता नहीं. सिंपल एंड कॉम्पाउंड माइक्रोस्कोप है हमारे पास. टेलीस्कोप्स में we have different types but not called as simple and compound. Okay. Now near point adjustment मतलब VE कितना होगा? VE will be equal to minus D, right? So in that case, we'll get UE as, I think, क्या मिलेगा? VEFE upon FE minus V. I think this is what we'll get, right? Which would be minus DFE upon D plus FE, right? तो इससे हमें क्या बोले? What can we say? 1 by UV का जो magnitude होगा, that would be equal to, अच्छा वो तो डायरेक्टली मिल जाता था ना, D plus FE upon DFE. मॉड लिया इसलिए माइनस हटा दिया मैंने. So this will be equal to nothing but 1 by FE plus 1 by D, right? यही होगा ना? Or else you can make use of the formula 1 by V minus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. Ultimately यही मिलेगा. You will get this. Clear? Now for magnification, it is equal to minus mod of F naught by UE, which is equal to minus mod of F naught तो है वहाँ पे, into 1 by mod of UE, which is D plus, or which is 1 by FE plus 1 by D, right? Now if I take FE common, FE बाहर ले लिया तो क्या होगा? Minus F naught by FE into 1 plus FE by D. Got it? So this is the case, this is the magnification for near point adjustment. ठीक है? So if you remember the basic formula, बाकी सब आराम से हो जाएगा. Clear? Yes? समझ आया ना सबको? Okay then, let me just a minute. Then there's an interesting question here, how to make the image formed erect as we need to see it erect. What we'll do is, in that case, we'll make use of 3 lens. How many? 3 lens. Let me show you the ray diagram. Draw करने से अच्छा, I'll just show you that. Just a minute, I'm just showing the diagram. Look at this. This is how we get an erect image. क्या किया हमने? How many lens do we use? We make use of 3 lens. How many? 3. So यहाँ पे the first lens is the same. The final lens is acting as a eyepiece. सिंपल माइक्रोस्कोप, इसमें भी कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. बीच में जो लेंस है ना, look at the ray diagram and tell me what's happening there. What is it doing? The lens which is in between the objective and eyepiece, what is it doing? It is inverting the image. That's it. मतलब यहाँ पे for this the object distance is 2f. The image distance will also be 2f. Okay, so it does not magnify. It does not magnify. It only क्या होगा? It only inverts the image. It is called as terrestrial telescope. क्या होगा उसका नाम? Terrestrial telescope. So final image is select. Then the second one is what? The middle lens does not magnify. It only inverts. Okay, got it? Now this is how ideally it should work. This is how ideally it will work. ठीक है? So इस case में भी magnification doesn't change. M will be equal to not minus, positive होगा. F naught upon UV. नहीं होगा. Because minus नहीं आएगा. Right? Magnification will remain the same because the middle lens does not magnify in this case. So वो तो ऐसे रहेगा. So that's the use of a terrestrial telescope. ठीक है? We do not use the middle lens to magnify it because या तो हर किसी केस में वो length को vary करना पड़ेगा and all those things. That's why we will not use the middle lens as a magnifying one. Got it? Terrestrial telescope is like binoculars. Yeah, some are similar to that. True. In figure it is not magnified. रुको, क्या magnified है? A dash B dash and A double dash B dash are of the same height. Clear? Yeah. Let us go into a few problems then, so that it will be easier to us. So just a minute, एक मिनट रुको. Even in the case of microscope, yeah, even in that case, we can use a rectangle lens, not an issue. Even in the case of microscope, you can use that. Now, that won't be much required in the case of microscope, still. So, try doing the first question here. Try doing the first one. Try doing this. Now try doing that first one, काफी आसान होगा. Yeah, everyone. What is the answer for the first case? Question number 1. अरे F naught upon FE का formula use करना होगा. That's it. You have to make use of the formula of. यहाँ पे उन्होंने गलत दे दिया शायद. उल्टा होना चाहिए. Should have been opposite, right? Objective का focal length 0.5 दिया उन्होंने. अच्छा power दिया ना? Sorry, my mistake. Yeah. So it's given in terms of power. It will be minus 40 minus 20.5 कहाँ से मिला? Minus 40. देखो, when it comes to microscope and everything, one thing you have to remember is the ray diagrams and the formula. That's what you have to remember always. वही करना होगा, ठीक है? Here power of the objective is given. It's given as 0.5 diopter, यानी 1 by focal length is equal to 1 by 2, which means focal length of the objective is 2 meters, right? And power of the eyepiece is given as 20, which means focal length of eyepiece will be 1 by 20. Okay. So here the magnification is f naught minus f naught upon fe, which would then be equal to minus f naught upon fe, matlab minus 2 upon 1 by 20, which is minus 40. Got it? Simple, right? Very simple question. Okay. Then let me go into another one. 1 minute Galilean telescope बाद में कर लेंगे. Yeah. Look at this question number 8. Do it. Do this one. Try doing this, everyone. Yeah. Now just give the magnitude here. Beta का value क्या होगा उतना बता दो. Just give the magnitude. Yeah. Harsha, Manoj, and Soumik got it right. Good. Everyone else. Simple, आसान होगा. Here we have two lengths of focal length 0.3 meter and 3 centimeter. Obviously, objective का focal length will be greater here 0.3 meter. and eyepiece का focal length कम होगा 3 centimeter. Then subtends an angle of 0.5 degrees at the objective. यानी यहाँ पे alpha is given as 0.5 degrees. देखो यहाँ to basically differentiate which angle is given. It is focused on the moon, which subtends an angle of 0.5 degrees at the objective. Right. So if at the objective matlab it is alpha from the ray diagram, right? What is angle subtended at the eye by the final image? यानी beta निकालना होगा. Angular magnification is beta upon alpha, which is equal to, in terms of magnitude, is nothing but f naught upon fe, right? So here, when we get beta, what do we get beta as? It is equal to f naught upon fe. 0.3 upon 3 centimeter is 0.03 into 0.5, which will give us 5 degrees. Clear? Again, a simple direct question, right? Got it? Okay. Now, let me go into another type of telescope. It is just a simple one, Galileo telescope. Now, ये क्या है? What is this? In this, the eyepiece will be a concave lens. कौन सा lens? Eyepiece will be concave, not convex. It is concave. Now, ये क्या है? What is this? So let me again give you the diagram so you'll understand. Now look at this diagram here. How many lenses do we have? What are the lenses here? If you look at the lens, the initial lens, the objective is convex. Objective is convex, whereas the eyepiece is concave. That's what I'm talking about. Eyepiece is concave. Now look at the diagram. From the diagram, tell me this. For the eyepiece, the image is virtual or, sorry, for the eyepiece, the object, okay, object. For the eyepiece, the object is virtual or real? Eyepiece के लिए object virtual है क्या real है क्या? From the ray diagram, you should be able to tell. ध्यान से देखो. Follow the rays. If you follow the ray diagram would be this. देखो एक ray देखो. One ray is this and then this. The other ray is this and then this. Something like that is given, okay? I mean, it's not an exactly correct ray diagram, but of course you have to understand the point. For here, for the eyepiece, I'll leave the solving part to you, derivation, I'll leave it to you. You can do it by yourself. For the eyepiece, according to this diagram, A dash, B dash is the object. And image is PQ. Okay? Even in this case, focal length ka jo, sorry, angular magnification ka formula, you'll get it the same, but it will just be positive. Otherwise, still write it as F naught upon Fe, minus F naught upon Fe. Now, why I have to write minus F naught upon Fe? देखो, objective of focal length तो sorry, objective का focal length positive होगा, it is concave, convex. Eyepiece का focal length negative होगा, right? So to make the angular magnification positive, we'll make use of a minus sign because eyepiece का जो focal length is positive. So negative into positive upon negative आ जाएगा so that everything becomes positive. Got it? समझ आया? Yes or no? That's not the exact ray diagram. It's a bit wrong. So I'll leave the ray diagram to you. मतलब f naught upon u e आएगा, not f e exactly speaking. It is u e. ठीक है? Mod of f naught by u e. ठीक है? This is what you will get. And in case of normal adjustment, formula हो जाएगा. Normal adjustment में the formula will be m is equal to minus f naught upon f. ठीक है? Got it? Yeah. Diagram is this. Diagram is not exactly correct. I was wrong. I have to only focus on the concave lens part. Diagram is not that correct. Again, diagram at the objective part, the objective end diagram is not correct. ठीक है? So normal adjustment में ये हो गया. Near adjustment में, near point adjustment में magnification क्या होगा? Near point adjustment में the magnification would be m is equal to. You just go with this f naught upon f e minus f naught upon f e into 1 plus capital D upon f e. The same formula minus positive इधर उधर हो जाएगा. The only thing is you have to get it as greater than 0. So Galileo telescope में you will get it as greater than 0. That's it. Clear? Formula doesn't change. The only thing you have to be careful is 1 plus f e by d. My mistake. 1 plus f e by d. The formula doesn't change. The only thing you have to be careful is about the sign. Okay? Okay, then we'll go into a problem then. Try doing this. Question number 5, let me copy and paste it. Do it. Everyone, आंसर क्या होगा इस केस में? नॉर्मल एडजस्टमेंट में डिस्टेंस बिटवीन द टू लेंसेज. ट्राई करके बताओ मुझे. For this you will have to draw the ray diagram. Okay, let's try to understand this. Okay, let's make it quick. एक बार तो ray diagram आपको draw करना ही होगा. So try doing it now. Let me show that to you. So you have a convex lens at the beginning. Then we take a principal axis. And then we have two rays, two incident rays. यहाँ होना चाहिए था इमेज बट यहाँ नहीं होगा. Then you'll have a concave lens in between. Just a minute. यार एक मिनट रुको. I'll do it here itself. Because if I draw a concave lens, let me draw a concave lens, or else you can just imagine that कि यहाँ पे concave lens. Okay, just do that. I'll do one thing. I'll just draw it with a straight line. From there, it might be clear to you. Let's suppose this straight line represents a concave lens. Imagine, it represents what? A concave lens. So here the ray diagrams will no longer be the same way. They will change. कैसे change होगा वो भी? The ray diagrams will change, and if it's a concave मतलब क्या हो जाएगा? It will, इस case में, it should bend away, outwards, away. Right, so somewhere here, let's suppose you have a final image, okay? Just a minute, I'm drawing the diagram. This is where the final image is. मुझे बताओ, look at this object, look at this position here. From the left lens, यानी from the objective, if I take it until this point A dash to B dash, okay? If I take it until O से लेकर A dash. Now will O A dash be the focal length of the objective? Yes or no? O से लेकर यहाँ तक, is it the focal length of the objective? Will it be f naught? Because the incoming rays are parallel, so if parallel rays are incident, the image should be formed at the focus. मतलब अगर मान लो if the second lens was not a concave lens, then you would have got this. You have got the final image at A dash. मतलब O to A dash is f naught. Okay? And then बाकी when it passes through the concave lens, तब क्या हो जाएगा? You are getting the image as this: A double dash and then B double dash. Okay, A double dash and then B double dash. Now यहाँ पे if I need the क्या बोलते हैं उसको distance between the objective and the eyepiece. Now eyepiece से लेकर A dash तक distance क्या होगा? UE. Normal adjustment में UE will be equal to FE. In normal adjustment, UE will be equal to FE. So here the length of the telescope, length of telescope इस केस में क्या हो जाएगा? Length of telescope will be equal to F naught minus UE, which is equal to, I mean, mod, everything is mod, okay? Which is equal to mod of F naught minus mod of UE, which is F naught the positive होगा, minus mod of FE. आया समझ में यहाँ तक? From the ray diagram, that should be clear to you. Yes? No, fine. The ray diagram is incomplete, I know, but I think that should give us an answer. Right, so when it is the normal adjustment, it will be equal to F naught minus F. So I think they have given us what? क्या क्या दिया वो लोग ने हमें? They give information F naught दे दिया उन्होंने, power दे दिया. So magnifying power is equal to 50 F naught. The objective's focal length is 100 centimeter. So FE will be equal to 2 centimeter. Okay? Which means the length is equal to F naught minus FE, 100 minus 2, which is equal to 98. Got it? So if you understand the ray diagram, it will be easy. Okay? Now Harsha ने ये पूछा, sir, concave lens will always produce a diminished image. Is that correct? Concave lens will always produce a diminished image. This is for which object? For real object or virtual object? For virtual object, कौन सा object की? Sorry, for real object. कौन सा object के लिए? Real object के लिए. But if it changes, if the object becomes virtual, then you'll get a magnified image. Okay? And here the object is virtual for the concave lens. Clear? समझ आया ना अभी? So Galileo telescope मतलब the point you have to remember is we'll be using a concave lens as the eyepiece. We'll get a magnified and erect image, and this is how you get it. Formula the same ही होगा. ठीक है? ठीक है. Let's go into question number 9, okay? Let's go into question number 999. Try doing this. Let's see how many of you will get it correct. The last problem, Manoj got it correct. So let's see this. Do it. Astronomical मतलब normal telescope, okay? Normal telescope. Astronomical will mean the normal telescope. जो हमने डिस्कस किया, सबसे स्टार्टिंग में जो डिस्कस किया वही होगा. Yeah, Manoj is correct. Manoj correct. माइनस नहीं होगा ना. Yeah, Vishnu is also correct. Yeah, Harsha correct. So here, ध्यान देखो ध्यान से. Angular magnification of magnitude 5. Normal telescope मतलब magnification क्या हो जाएगा? It would be minus f naught upon UE. Let's just given it as pi. So we will only go with the magnitude part. Okay, we'll only go with the magnitude part. So I just go with mod of f naught by UE. Okay, but I think it has been mentioned that it is in normal adjustment. ऐसा कुछ mention किया? Yeah. Final image is formed at infinity. Final image is formed at infinity. मतलब normal adjustment. So m is equal to f naught upon fe हो जाएगा. Right, and we also have the separation between the objective and the eyepiece is 36 centimeter. Now in this case, if I look at the ray diagram यहाँ पे मतलब the diagram कहाँ गया वो? Yeah. So here, if I look at this properly, what is the distance between the objective and the eyepiece here? What is the distance between objective and eyepiece? It is normal telescope के लिए it is f naught plus UE, mod of UE. F naught plus mod of UE, right? So if I make use of that, length of the telescope, just a minute. कहाँ गया वो? यहाँ, right? So f naught and UE here is equal to Fe because the final image is at infinity. So f naught upon Fe is given as 36, right? Whereas f naught upon Fe is given as pi. Well, f naught is equal to 5Fe. If I just substitute them, I'll get Fe is equal to 6 and f naught is equal to 30. Yes, simple, right? You'll have simple direct questions. Okay, if you understand the ray diagram properly, then बाकी कोई दिक्कत नहीं होगा आपको. ठीक है? Ray diagram and the proper formula for angular magnification. That's it. Microscope and telescope आराम से निकल जाएगा इस. Clear? Yeah. Now देखो, if you read NCERT will be a bit confusing. अभी बोल रहा हूँ. I'm telling it now itself. NCERT में whatever is given, it is bit confusing. Okay. So अगर if you understand it now, then बाकी सब आराम से हो जाएगा. Clear? Yeah. So this is the telescope part. Clear? This is the telescope part. Now resolving power as a topic होगा. That we'll do it in wave optics, not now. Okay? How to identify Galileo telescope? It will be clearly mentioned. Galileo telescope matlab eyepiece is concave. It will be mentioned. There will be some clue given because which, and using that you'll have to identify. If nothing is mentioned, take the normal lens, astronomical telescope, normal telescope. Clear? Yeah. So now let's go into the defects of vision. Okay, defects of vision will be mainly concerned with myopia and hypermetropia. बाकी भी है, I know, but the numericals will come from this. Defects of vision में what all we have? Myopia, hypermetropia, I think also called as hyperopia, right? Something like that. Then you have presbyopia, right? Then एक और भी होगा. What is that? Astigmatism, right? Yes. Now myopia में मुझे बता दो. Myopia में which is the corrective lens used? Cataract is something else. Okay. Corrective lens. Myopia में which lens do we use? Myopia which lens? Myopia में you use concave lens. And generally you people will have which side? अगर if you have sight, then which side do you have generally? कौन सा side होगा? Which defect? जैसे even I have myopia. Right? Now what does myopia mean? Myopia मतलब क्या होगा? Can you look at near objects clearly or can you look at far objects clearly? You can remove your lens and see. You can remove your specs and then see. Near objects will be clear whereas far objects will be blurred. Right? So myopia is called as nearsightedness. Myopia का मतलब क्या हो जाएगा? It is nearsightedness. समझ आए ना? Nearsightedness will mean you are able to look at the closer ones. Okay? Yes, got it. And for that the corrective lens is concave. Now what happens? What happens in this case? इसमें the image formed is in front of the retina or behind the retina? Image formed in this case. It is in front of the retina or behind the retina? Because you have myopia here, this is myopia, it's clearly shown here. Myopia. Without the lens, the image will be formed in front of the retina. In front of the retina, the rays are converging more or less. Normally speaking, ideally speaking, if this is the eyeball, eye मान लो, if this is the eye, then if there are these two rays, ऐसे एक दो rays आ गया, if these are the two rays, those two rays ideally speaking should converge on to the retina. But here, in case of myopia, the image is formed in front of the retina, it is converging more. Yes or no? When you have myopia, the rays converge more. Yes? They converge more. अभी देखो. Now to rectify this, what do we make use of? We make use of a concave lens. Why? Why do we make use of concave lens? Because concave lens diverges the ray. It diverges. So जितना भी converge हुआ होगा, that part will be diverged. Clear? That's why we make use of a concave lens. समझ आया ना? Myopia. Right? Myopia, nearsightedness and all. Clear? तो इस केस में in case of let me first write down the ideal case. Okay, let me write down the ideal case. Normal I के लिए near point will be is D almost equal to 25 centimeter. On an average, we'll take it as 25 centimeter. Far point का क्या होगा? Far point will be normal I के लिए properly working I. Far point will be infinity. ठीक है? Now myopia में क्या होगा? Myopia में will near point change? Myopia में near point will be equal to D itself, right? Because देखो, the objects which are closer that you can properly see. मतलब closer to your eye there is no issue. So near point does not change. But what happens to far point? Far point, I'll just call it as क्या बोले इसको? I'll just take a symbol FP. I'll just call it as FP. FP changes, right? It comes closer to the eye, right? अब side the side depends on this कि far point कितना पास में है, ठीक है? Got it? Myopia वाले केस में this happens. पहले ये समझ आया आपको? If you have a doubt, you can ask. Near point में कोई change नहीं होगा, whereas the far point will change because normally you should be able to see until infinity, like very large distances, far away distances. But you're not able to see far away distances clearly. You're only able to see until some distance. So your far point has come closer. ठीक है? The farthest distance until which you can view clearly, वो कम हो गया. So it has come closer. Far point decreases. Clear? Far point decreases. So now इसका मतलब क्या होगा? I'll just go with an example. From example, I think it will be better for us to clearly understand things. Okay. So an example. Let's suppose far point is equal to 2 meters. कितना? 2 meters. मतलब there is. Let's suppose I'll take myself as an example. I'm able to view or see objects clearly until 2 meters. Until where? Until 2 meters. Now let me take the near point D as almost equal to 25 centimeter or 0.25 centimeter, right? It now goes 0.25 meters. Okay. Now, first of all, which lens should I use in this case? Which lens should I use? There is a defect. Obviously, there is a defect. So which lens should we use? Here far point is not at infinity, it has come closer, so it is myopia. So concave lens. And we have to find out the power of the concave lens. We have to find out what? We have to find out the power of the concave lens. अब ये कैसे करें? How will we do this? अब देखो यहाँ देखो. Now there is an object here. Let's suppose this is 2 meters. Okay. ये कितना हो गया? 2 meters. Now if the object is at 2 meters, then this is clearly visible. The image is formed on the retina itself. It is clearly But if I take very far away, I'll take the farthest case, I'll take from infinity. If I take from infinity, what's happening? The image is formed in front of the retina. It's not clearly visible. Okay? Now, what we can do is we can slightly modify this. Let's suppose. So let me draw the ray diagram first, you'll understand, okay? Let me draw it. Now, let's suppose there are two rays coming from here. यहाँ मान लेना कि there is a lens, ये कौन सा lens? Concave lens, okay? And there are two rays coming from infinity. And these two rays become this way. मतलब they are coming from infinity and they are diverted in this way. They diverge in this way. Now, in this case, will the object be visible to us? देखो यहाँ पे look at the ray diagram. हमें क्या चाहिए? Ultimately, we need the final image to be formed on the retina. Yes. Now, if it is this case, if I look at this single ray diagram यहाँ पे, देखो यहाँ पे ऐसा आया वो. Then concave lens are diverged. Then it is in this way. मतलब देखो, if you look at the diverged ray, it appears to come from O. It appears to come from O, right? It will appear to come from O. So if it appears to come from O, मतलब for the eye के लिए, where is the object? For the eye, where is the object? For the eye, where is the object? For the eye, the rays appear to come from O. So for the eye, the object is at O, right? So if the object is at O, then for the eye, will it be clearly visible? Will it be visible to the eye? Yes or no? Will it be visible to us? It will be visible to us in that case. समझ आया ना? Got it? So our concave lens should be in such a way that this should be possible. So what should the focus or focal length of concave lens be? देखो ये distance काफी neglected, okay? ठीक है? Distance between the lens and the eye will be neglected. ठीक है? Focal length of concave lens, is it equal to the far point? ये far point है ना? This is far point, right? हमने distance neglect किया. The distance between the lens and the eye is neglected. In that case, is the focal length or the magnitude of focal length equal to far point? Yes or no? Look at the diagram. From the diagram, it will be visible to you. See, if you understand once, अगर एक बार अगर आपको समझ में आ गया ना, कोई भी problem आने तो इसमें से you will be able to do. Once properly understand what's happening, that's it. Clear? Everyone, is this clear? We make use of a concave lens so that or such that for an object at infinity, the image due to concave lens will be formed at the far point. Okay? So focal length of concave lens in terms of magnitude will be equal to the far point. So here concave lens का magnitude focal length कितना होना चाहिए according to this example? What should be the focal length of the concave lens? क्या होना चाहिए? with proper sign के साथ focal length. Everyone please answer. अगर एक बार समझ आ गए ना, it will be easy. Concave lens मतलब नेगेटिव होगा -2 meters, right? समझ आए ना? -2 meter. ठीक है? And what about power then? Power निकाल लोगे ना, power is equal to 1 by focal length minus 0.5 diopter. Then the question is this, sir, even rays coming from O, that is the object, will also be diverged. होने दो. Then देखो, in that case O का image, the question is good, a good question. अगर मान लो यहाँ पे the question is this, that if this is O, मतलब the same example, last वाला example ले रहा हूँ मैं, ठीक है? O is at the far point, okay? And this line is the concave lens. So if there are rays coming from O, they will also be diverged. होने दो. Now if they are diverged, then क्या होगा? Their image will be formed somewhere here. Now will it be visible? Will I be visible to us? देखो यहाँ तक far point है ना? O is the far point. So from our eye and from near point to the far point, everything is visible. So I will be clearly visible to our eyes. तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं होगा. So if we consider the infinity case, then all the other objects will be clearly visible to us. ठीक है? Got it? Yeah, object will appear more near. Yeah. ठीक है? Yeah. Near point will not be less than 25. I mean that depends. Near point depends on person to person. Person to person it will change. ठीक है? समझ आया ना myopia? Then I'll go into the other case. कौन सा case? We have 10 minutes more, so ये तो आराम से समझ में आ ही जाएगा. The hyperopia or hypermetropia. अब इसमें it is also called as what? Farsightedness. क्या होगा? Farsightedness. Now इसमें क्या होगा? What happens in this? The image is formed beyond, right? Image is formed. और अगर कोई near object है, if there is any object which is near to the eye, then for those objects, near objects के लिए the image will be formed beyond the retina. ठीक है? Gone beyond the retina, so it is diverging more. Sorry, it is converging less. So to increase the converging, हमें कौन सा lens use करना पड़ेगा? Which lens should we use here? Corrective lens कौन सा lens होगा? Corrective lens will be a convex lens, so that it converges more, and the final image will be formed on infinity. ठीक है? So normally इस केस में क्या हो जाएगा? Near point will be at infinity. Near point will change. Near point will move away. Near point de-increases, right? And far point will be at infinity. Right, example. I'll just go with an example. From example itself, it will be clear to us. ठीक है? So कौन सा example लेंगे हम? Take an example. Let's suppose I'll say that near point D is equal to 1 meter. Near point D कितना हो गया? 1 meter. Far point doesn't change. Far point is the same. ठीक है? So here an object मतलब an object placed at 1 meter will not be visible to us. An object placed at 1 meter will not be visible to us. Right? Sorry, will be just visible. 1 meter मतलब boundary वाला case. Now, देखो, now we'll have to be very particular. We'll take the near point. मान लेना ये हो गया object. This is at 25 centimeter the average near point. मतलब normal eye के लिए क्या होगा? Normal eye के लिए all the objects beyond O should be visible. ये वाला, all the objects beyond 25 centimeter should be visible. Yes, normal eye के लिए वही होना चाहिए. Yes or no? Right? Now, if let's suppose I'll take this. यहाँ पे एक let's suppose an object is placed here मतलब कहाँ पे? At 1 meter. At the near point D. Will this object be visible? Not visible. And I just take just before O मान लेना. Normally without lens not visible. Okay? Without lens not visible. मतलब if this object O is visible to us. एक मिनट रुको. Sorry. Yeah, just a minute. देखो यहाँ पे the near object should be visible. क्या होना चाहिए? The near object should be visible. मतलब basically speaking हमें the object placed at 25 centimeter should be visible. Yes or no? Object placed at 25 centimeter should be visible by making use of lens. Should be visible by making use of lens. That's how the lens should work. ठीक है? इसका मतलब क्या होगा? Now बाउंड्री कंडीशन के हिसाब से क्या होगा? ये होगा. The objects placed 1 meter or beyond it, they are clearly visible. Right? So अगर कोई object यहाँ पे, let's suppose P के लिए कोई दिक्कत नहीं होगा. P should be visible to us. Boundary condition. So its image will be formed on where? Will be formed on the object. समझ आए ना? Yes. Whereas if I take the rays, ये blue वाला rays, if I take the rays coming from O, they will be formed beyond it. कहाँ पे? Beyond. Right? So मतलब देखो, for O to be visible, when I make use of a lens, for O to be visible, okay, मैंने O should be visible to us. For O to be visible, if I insert a lens here, then after the rays pass through the lens, object should appear to be where? देखो, I'll slightly change this. ध्यान से देखो यहाँ पे. I'll slightly change this, okay? ऐसे दो rays मान लो. Now this rays, if they become in this way, then will it be visible? Will O be visible? Look at the ray. राइट, आप विजिबल हो गए ना. If the rays after passing through the lens, if they become this way, or if they are refracted in this way, then after passing through the lens, its image will be at P. मतलब for our eye के लिए object क्या होगा? What will the object be for eye? According to the diagram, eye के लिए object क्या होगा? For eye, the object is P, which is visible. समझ आया ना? Yes. So for the lens, for the corrective lens, U क्या होगा? For the corrective lens, U is almost equal to minus 25 centimeter. Yes. उस लेंस के लिए U क्या होगा? minus 25 centimeter. Yes or no? समझ आया ना सबको? Now why 25 centimeter? Because the lens will be placed close to the eye. So distances from eye or distances from O from the lens are the same. Now image distance क्या होगा यहाँ पे for the lens? Will almost be equal to minus क्या होगा? We will be equal to minus कितना? 1 meter, which is minus 100 centimeter. Yes. Look at the lens. Lens के लिए only look at the lens. Lens के लिए object at O, image at P. Got it? आया समझ में? Yes. So this is a boundary case. मतलब if O is visible, then all the objects beyond O will be visible to us. Okay? If O is visible, all the objects beyond O will be visible to us by making use of this lens. Clear? So that's how we'll have to proceed here. Then if you have U, if you have V, focal length तो हमें ऐसे ही मिल जाएगा. 1 by V minus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. Let me substitute that. Minus 1 by 100 plus 1 by 25 will be equal to 1 by F. And F जो होगा, I think it will be equal to 100 by 3, I think. Right? 100 by 3 centimeter focal length should be this. Positive मिलना चाहिए. ठीक है? Clear? Then क्या है? Let me minute. Sir, then each and every object less than near point will be visible at P and the object. नहीं. देखो अगर मान लो if there is an object Q here, मतलब इस लेंस के लिए if there is an object Q का image will it be at P, मतलब after passing through the lens, image of Q will be at P or will it be beyond? कहाँ होगा? Beyond. It won't be at P. O का image P पे हो गया ना. Then Q का image how will it be at P? Q का image will be somewhere else. समझ आ रहा है ना? Simple length वाला case. Beyond P. Okay. So all the objects can be differentiated. So कोई दिक्कत नहीं होगा उसमें. The doubt was this that कोई भी object between P and O मतलब एक ही जगह visible होगा. Not like that. ठीक है? For every object we have a separate image. Clear? समझ आया ना सबको? Yeah. So just practice a few problems based on this. I think they are given in module. So if you just do that, then आराम से हो जाएगा. There will be just a few fixed problems on this. So practice कर लेना हो जाएगा. This is how you have to do. Once you get focal length, you can find out power also. ठीक है? Clear? And astigmatism के लिए which lens do we use? How it works and all that's not required for us. आपको इतना याद रखना होगा. Astigmatism के लिए कौन सा लेंस? Cylindrical lens. ठीक है? प्रेसबायोपिया के लिए बाइफोकल, मतलब बोथ कॉनकेव एंड कॉन्वेक्स, ठीक है, क्लियर। प्रेसबायोपिया क्या है, एस्टिग्मेटिज्म क्या है, आई थिंक दैट शुड बी विजिबल, दैट शुड बी क्लियर टू यू, और एल्स इफ यू नीड विल डिस्कस इन नेक्स्ट क्लास बिकॉज वी आर आउट ऑफ टाइम, ठीक है। सो द चैप्टर इज डन। कुछ फिनोमिना है, दिस देयर इज सम नेचुरल फिनोमिना व्हिच वी हैव टू डिस्कस, एस्टिग्मेटिज्म नहीं पता, सो विल डिस्कस इट, नॉट एन इश्यू। और देखो न्यूमेरिकल पार्ट तो सब कुछ खत्म हो चुका है, ठीक है, क्लियर। एंड डेट्स मैंने ऑलरेडी बोल दिया आपको, द नेक्स्ट वीक यू विल हैव एग्जाम ऑन रे ऑप्टिक्स, ओके, we'll start wave optics from Monday, that's something else, ठीक है, clear, चलो then, okay, so I'll end the class now, okay, bye everyone.